Give me a second if you can hear me. What's up, King Titan? What's up, 2006? Can you guys hear me? You guys can't hear me, can you? Oh, you can. Okay. All right. What's good, everyone? Um, Back here doing another one of these new videos today. Uh, where I'm gonna report about news. We're just gonna sit here and talk about the new news live. We have we actually have a handful of topics to talk about. I would argue more than we had the other day when we did one of these kind of videos. So I think you guys will enjoy. Like I said, we have several topics to talk about. Uh, I'm going to adjust that real quick. Uh, there you go. Does that look better? Let's fix this. Okay. Finish, huh? Well, not long. Hey, what's good, West Coast? What's good, everyone? Um, so I just want to real quick, because I'm watching it on my phone too, to make sure to both be able to read the chat and to make sure to look at the delay, make sure everything looks good. So, and what's the stream running at? 1060. Okay. Well, I uh I guess we're about ready to go then. So we got a few topics to talk about today. Handful of news is broke about the film Godzilla vs Kong. Nothing. Well, a few of them I would say are pretty good news. I wouldn't say it's anything too crazy where you guys are going to be like, "Oh my god!" But we have some talks about when the trailer might possibly come for the thousandth time. It's going to be one I was saying. We have new news on the actual movie itself, and I shaved, so and took a shower. So, but once again, how is everyone? Hope you all are doing good. Um, we're going to get ready to jump into the news. For anyone later who comes in and missed any topics, well, you guys can always rewind, and this video will go up on the channel afterwards. So I think we're all ready to go. So let's get started, shall we? So the first big thing to talk about today, Godzilla vs Kong, according to IMDb, who is a very reliable source, has confirmed that the film is indeed complete. If you guys can see right there, by my mouse right there, it says complete. Um, so the film is supposed to be complete. Like I said, IMDb is really reliable. They usually aren't wrong, and this would go hand in hand with the fact that the other day it was confirmed that the film had a screening to the MPA, so they could make a rating, and the film was rated PG-13. So we all assumed that there was at least a close to finished product that was shown, but it seems now that we can confirm, according to IMDb, that the film was indeed 100% finished. So the film isn't in post production anymore. They have the finalized version. Doesn't mean they can't do touch ups leading up to November, but we now got a finalized version. Uh, so this confirms, everyone saying stuff such as, "Oh, we've had major reshoots. That's what really affected the film," or "Oh, uh, they they were too worried about competition." It's none of that. We're in June now, and the film just finished. So that goes to show that the delay, just like what Adam said, the delay isn't because of the fact that uh, they weren't confident in the film or they were doing major reshoots because of bad test screenings. No, the film wasn't done. The film wasn't even close to done. Adam even kind of told us this, and here we are now in June, and the film is just now finished. This delay was extremely important, and I'm glad they delayed it because look how long it took for them to complete the film. I'm really happy about this. You can argue that this isn't confirmation; it's actually complete, but I would say this pretty much does go to show that there was a pretty good chance it's complete. It'd be pretty shocking if it wasn't complete. Um, with the rating being there and all sorts of stuff, uh, it would be very very surprising uh, if the film wasn't complete for some reason. Um, there you go, guys. That confirms to all of us who got mad. We're like, oh, ooh, it's all Warner Brothers sucks. They can't do a product. No, simply, just simply put, it was just because uh, the film wasn't going to be done, and it took this long. So, with that, we can be happy now to know and safe to assume that, you know, we can assume the film's fine. We got our first reviews for the film, the last test screening a few months ago, and the guy was praising it as the best Monsterverse movie. And from what we know about the film is going to be the most VFX heavy. We don't have a budget yet, but it's likely going to be the most expensive Monsterverse film. And if I had to say, in my opinion, what I think it's going to do, I think it's going to do what King of the Monsters should have did. It's going to do it right. It sounds like the monsters are going to be the main stars of the movie. Their fight's going to be really focused on. Um, and yeah, so I'm so glad that the film got delayed to November. Plus, it avoided Rona. So that's that topic, and from there, I think it's time to move on. But um, there you guys go. The film is indeed complete. My thoughts. Thank God it was delayed, or else this would not have went well. Um, so up next, along with the rating, Adam Winger went on to Instagram to say that he made this post. Kong says fuck. He made this post though, where he was discussing how he was talking about the rating system, and he put a winky face and said, "That's an understatement," as you can see, um, giving us a hint that they're really downplaying how violent this movie's going to be. Um, Now, obviously, we haven't seen it yet, so there's no way to know 100% for sure. But he could just be doing PR talk. But let's go over the rating. So we were already over this before, but let's really dig in this time. Godzilla vs. Kong is rated PG-13 for intense sequences of creature violence, destruction, and brief language. Brief. So, intense sequences. That's the key word, intense. So, here we are at King of the Monsters. As you guys can see, this is the rating for King of the Monsters. Why was it rated PG-13? Well, it was rated PG-13 for sequences of monster action, violence, and destruction, and for some language. As you can see right there, there's no specific intense. They don't even have the word intense there. It's just for some monster violence. So right there, already goes to show you what the MPA considers violent and not. They didn't consider like King of the Monsters intense violence. It was just like big dumb monster fighting that you could say, just with that keyword not being there. You can just see the way they consider. So that goes to show us right there, just with King of the Monsters alone, comparing it to that this film is indeed gonna be going back probably to the 2014 roots, which I'm very happy to hear. And then move on to Kong Skull Island. Here's Kong Skull Island's parental guide, and it says, all right, PG-13 for intense sequences of sci-fi violence and action, and for brief, strong language. I would agree that this film probably did have the strongest language probably in the Monsterverse, I would say, maybe. Uh, I mean, they both had the word fuck in them, but this one does make sure it's intense sequences. Now, it doesn't say monster violence, it just says sci-fi violence. Kind of weird. I'm not sure why specifically sci-fi violence, but maybe it's just because it's like all how many monsters there are. I have no idea why it's specifically sci-fi violence, but hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Hold on. Oh wait, wrong thing. 1 second. Hold on. Sorry about that. My phone rang real quick. That always happens to me. I just need to turn my stuff off. Um, did it ring that much? Um, but back on topic. So I'm not sure why this one specifically marked as. I'm gonna actually turn my phone on Do Not Disturb real quick. I don't want to risk that again. Hopefully that works. Okay. Okay. So we're back. So this one's sci-fi violence. Okay, now it's compared to 2014. So 2014 is rated PG-13 for intense sequences of destruction, mayhem, and creature violence. Nothing to do with language. So I would have to assume now. Every year they change a little bit, but I have to easily assume this film. 2014 had maybe 2 cuss words in it at most, and they weren't the focus point. They never really cussed in 2014, which I always found a little fascinating. Um, but that's also so. If I compare this to that, if you read in through here, um, Kong's Island had no destruction tag. Only the Godzilla films have destruction tag, so we can expect buildings to be getting ripped apart, destroyed. Exciting. Um, and then we have mayhem. The word mayhem specifically with 2014, and nothing as such with this. So if we go off all this, it's pretty safe to assume this film will be closest to 2014 Kong Skull Island in terms of the fights, uh, which I'm really excited about. The only movie in the Monsterverse that doesn't have the word intense, violence and stuff, is King of the Monsters, and I'm really excited to see how these fights go. Really excited. Um, so, uh, yeah, so there you guys go. That's me comparing all of it. If anyone was curious, sorry for that little interruption there. For anyone curious, there you go. That's all the ratings compared, and I think this one goes. He might just be giving PR talk, but I wouldn't be shocked if he's telling the truth when he says that, hey, this film's going to be violent. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to see this movie. And yeah, I would say we're slowly building up more news, and that's very important. And I'm really glad. Um, so next up, we're going to talk about a little bit of Tenet. Now, bear with me. This is extremely important. Tenet's extremely important to Godzilla vs. Kong because Tenet equals us getting a trailer and us even seeing the movie this year. So I highly recommend staying for this real quick. Just because it's Tenet, I don't think you should back out. Now, this is from Reddit, so this could be complete bullshit because it's from Reddit. But we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna talk about this. So there's someone on Reddit who posted the other day my opinion and information on Tenet. Now they claim to be a general manager at a major theater chain. Here's exactly what they said. I am a general manager at a major theater chain. Warner Brothers told us that the go or no go day was yesterday on if they were moving forward with Tenet. This was from 2 days ago, so this would be Friday or Thursday or Saturday. I don't even remember. I think this was posted on Friday though. Then they said we got an email today that told us the chain is moving our go/no-go decision to Tuesday. Warner Brothers said they're nervous about California because they don't have a date on when theaters can open. I think Tenet is moving, and they're figuring out a plan and date, and we will know Tuesday. And on an anonymous Reddit user account, but if mods need verification, let me know. So, what's the legitimacy of this? I don't know. I honestly don't know if they this is kind of hard to believe for sure, since it's from Reddit. But I wouldn't be shocked if Tuesday, if we do get an announcement for this, because here's the thing. We were told a few weeks ago that we were supposed to get an announcement the week of, later that week, if Tenet was going to be moved or not. We've gotten a trailer. They changed the name to or they didn't put the release date in the trailer. They said come in the theaters, left it open handed, um, and they just they just haven't announced it publicly yet. Just the trailer. The trailer's not enough to buy it for me 100% if this film's getting delayed or not. And as of right now, I don't know what's going on with this film, and I really hope it doesn't get delayed because like I said, this film determines GvK all day. Not just GvK, but almost every movie. Tenet's extremely important to if we even get to see any new movies this year that aren't Scooby Doo or something. So I would keep an eye out for this tomorrow. This could be completely fake. This guy's saying that he's pretty sure Tenet is moving, but it's not 100%. Fingers crossed Tenet's not moving. Again, this could be fake. They won't announce anything tomorrow. But I wouldn't be shocked if they do come out and make an announcement tomorrow. But I think they should wait just a teensy bit longer. Teensy bit longer. Because the other day it was just announced that 90% of theaters will be open by the time Tenet releases. So just hold on a little longer. It's hold on. Okay. Just a little bit longer though. Hold on just a little bit longer. Just I think they can do it. I know it's a business comes first decision, but they need 80% of the theaters to be open by the time this film comes out, and we're so close. You know, Cinemark just announced they'll have all of their theaters open by the time it comes out. I think the 10th is when they're going to start opening them again. So I'm really hoping that this is open. You guys definitely need to follow along with the Tenet news. If something drops tomorrow, I'll make sure to let you guys know on my community tab right away. If not, I do another stream. But it's very important. I'm just fingers crossed it doesn't get delayed because again, if Tenet gets delayed, we're not seeing GvK this year, and we're definitely not seeing a trailer. Well, maybe not till like December. So next thing of news, I don't know if anyone's seen these yet, but new figures were leaked. That are coming out from NECA. I know these are hard to see. This one's called Biolante Bio, and then the 2003 one's called Hyper Mazer Blast. There's no clear images of them. They're all really blurry. But these are new. These were revealed the other day. I don't think I've talked about them on video. I don't even think I posted them on my community tab. But as you can see, Kaiju News Outlet, I hit him up and was talking to him about it. And he said that he's even made a post that he's had multiple people confirm him that these figures are legit. And I have messages myself from NECA. So you can see here are my here's my Instagram direct message thing. And I'm going to go up to NECA and I sent them a link to the Bio Lante one. And they replied, here's what they had to say. I said, send them a link. I said, I would have to assume that a new official figure coming. May I ask where there be, or where the, I should have said, I don't know what I was supposed to say there, but where there be anywhere reliable to pre-order it. I don't know how reliable this website is because I sent them a website I didn't know. And NECA replied, yes, it is. Plenty of international retailers are taking pre-orders right now. In the U.S., it will be available through Target. Through Target, guys. So keep an eye out for Target. And I asked him what date they'll be available, how limited stock, and the release date. And he said he doesn't have any information for anything. There are other people that have posted this. This person who got it said, he asked, and they said they're releasing later this year, and they're variants of the other figures. He asked if they're retooled. He said they're just the same. They're just different paints. This person sent pictures and asked if these are new NECA figures, and he said yes, they'll be available through Target. Release period will be announced at a later date. So these figures are 100% legit. These are real. These are coming out. So for anyone not too sure, thinking like these are leaks though, but for anyone, I'm not gonna get taken down over them. You know, NECA didn't even care. But for anyone thinking these aren't gonna be real, or where to get them or whatever, just be patient. Because I was getting ready to try to find an international site to pre-order them because there's no American sites, and they have 100% confirmed to me and helped calm my nerves a bit that these figures will be available through Target. So that's great news. Can't wait to get them. I think the Biolante one. Now I do agree with some people. They should have just went on ahead and made poster variants of these guys. Uh, Biolante would have just been a big green Godzilla. He would have looked like the 54 poster one in all fairness, so it probably wouldn't have been the best. And they could have just made an Atomic Blast of 2003. I don't really like the 2003 one that much personally. There's other pictures of him. This guy, it's like whenever Kiryu's blasting him with his chest and his spikes are all lit up. The problem with these figures is that you have to have them for really specific situations than other figures to make them work on display. I'm probably still getting both of them 2003 because I love that suit. But honestly, I'm not even going to lie to y'all, dude. I think this guy looks pretty sick. I don't know about y'all, but I honestly think this guy looks really cool. And I'm going to be 100% for sure picking these up whenever they release. And yeah, there you guys go. That's finally, I showed you guys even my DM conversation with them. 100% confirmed. These figures are coming out and they'll be through Target. So next up, we got a bit of updates on the trailer for GvK. Yes, I know, more trailer talk. It will be from Trailer Track, a very reliable source. Not an official source per se, but now this isn't directly talking about the trailer. But today, they were asked about the Internals trailer, and here was their full response. Not expecting it until next month at the earliest with Tenet. That's if the cinemas reopen. There you go, guys. Tenet's still really important, not just for GvK, but every movie. Same goes for basically everything that's not out in July/August. No rush to release stuff when the situation remains up in the air. If Tenet, Mulan, and Wonder Woman are released on schedule, expect virtually every, keyword, every major film remaining of 2020 to have a new trailer with either of these three films. Dune, Black Widow, No Time to Die, Top Gun, and Godzilla vs. Kong, you name it. So there you go. Tenet's our trailer track once again. You know, they're making it very clear that Tenet is very important. And if we don't get Tenet this year, we're not getting the GvK trailer, let alone probably the movie. So I'm really glad that Trailer Track is still keeping people up to date with that. You know, again, they're not completely official. They could be wrong, but they're the ones that broke the news about CinemaCon supposed to have a trailer and stuff. And they're really reliable sources. And once again, like I said, they're updating us with the trailer that we're not getting it. Now, they're making it really clear too. We're most likely not getting the trailer SDCC, which I was thinking we might. It doesn't mean we won't, but they're making it like we're not getting the trailer at all unless Tenet comes out. So again, watch for tomorrow. If Tenet's delayed, we're not seeing this damn film this year, and we're definitely not getting the trailer. As saddening and as disheartening as that is, that's just how it's got to be, you know? So that's basically the gist of the news today. So for anyone wondering all that, the news is here. So I have not really read any comments other than to time out someone real quick. So I guess now we can just sit here and do a quick little like Q&A type of deal. And we're going to go on ahead and just comment, and we can just talk about something real quick. So, what kind of kaiju do you want to see in future movies after GvK? Biolante, Hedorah, maybe Space G. You'll be watching Tomorrow and Beyond. Again, it doesn't mean the announcement's coming tomorrow. They need to go on ahead and just make the announcement. They don't need to announce anything about GvK yet. Although if they delayed Tenet, I really wanted a new date for GvK, obviously. May's looking like probably the likely one that's going to happen. I don't know how I feel about that personally. But just hopefully something's announced soon. I really think they just need to go ahead and break the news about something. Discussion video? That's fun. Destroyer would be cool in the Monsterverse. Tenet's not getting canceled or anything. It just might get delayed. King of streams. I'm the king of streams. Ooh. Kind, you mean? Oh, kind. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm having fun doing these too, because then instead of making like 1,000 news videos that I can't post on the same day, or talking about stuff that I can't make a full video about, I can just do it all in I can just do it all in a live stream and talk to you guys afterwards. So that's always fun. Um, oh, there's your battle cry. Uh, I hope GvK doesn't get delayed. Me either, man. I really do hope it comes out this year. Yeah, Biolante works perfectly in the Monsterverse. There are monsters in the Monsterverse that already look a lot like her. So Skull Island's the perfect place to set her up at. Destroy would be a good as an end-all kaiju. Yeah, I would like Destroy as an end-all kaiju. I think he could work as one. Um, let's see. Yes, they do. Because I can just do it all at once, and we can have a discussion about it afterwards, which is always really important. Um, you know, plus we can do it live and have talk, and I can feel like an actual human talking to other humans, and not just like just. It's not as uncomfortable. Less editing has to go into them, and if I need to, I can post them afterwards. Monster X, that'd be interesting. I think Kaiser would be fun. Yeah, I hope GvK won't get delayed. No one wants GvK to get delayed. Trust me. I If GvK just gets delayed, this this fan base is going to be going to hell here very soon because we're going to rip each other apart, and you know it. I'll be damned if GvK gets delayed in. I hope it doesn't either. I think it can actually perform well in November if everything goes its way. I think it has a chance. See, Godzilla 2014 went up against Days of Future Past and Amazing Spider-Man 2. I believe both of, if not at least one of them, were $1 billion movie. Could be wrong. And the movie did really well. I mean, 2014 probably is the most successful movie of them all if you go based off budget versus profit. Because the movie only had a $60 million marketing budget. Excuse me. And any other funds that went into it. And it made back now Kong Skull Island made more technically, but 2014 probably made more for the company and probably made more merch sales too. Um, and then they also Kong Skull Island went up against Beauty and the Beast, which did make $1 billion, and Logan, which is up there, and performed greatly. Did really good job. Not at the start, but as time went on, it did really well. King of the Monsters went up against Avengers Endgame, Aladdin, Toy Story 4, Rocket Man, Secret Life of Pets 2, Detective Pikachu. What else did it go off the top of my head? God, I went up against so many damn movies. I mean, Avengers Endgame was like a $3 billion movie. Aladdin was $1 billion movie. What else came out in May? And John Wick 4, 3, 3, yeah, John Wick 3. I feel like there's more. I feel like there had to be more movies that I'm forgetting. So yeah. And it still only underperformed. It only underperformed. So it didn't flop. It underperformed. In that environment, imagine how King of the Monsters would have did if it came out in March when it was supposed to. If it came out in an open field, that movie would have did great. That movie would have probably did really well. Oh, I love you too, Wes. How do I feel? Camazotz and Rodan would be a cool aerial battle, although I want to see Rodan in action first. Can't wait for the novels to come out. Quarter 4 of this year, the comics will come out. I think no matter what, even if the movie gets delayed, we should be getting those this year. I mean, it's not like they want to delay the movie either. It's going to cost more money to delay it again. That's any company's worst fear. They don't want to delay a movie again. That's going to be awful if they have to do it again. GvK should be able to do well. I agree. Hopefully, Mecha G. Well, you're going to get Mecha G. I think Hydra Ghidorah idea is bad. Hydra Ghidorah has already happened. King of the Monsters was kind of representative of Hydra. GMK Godzilla was the Hydra, but is just nicknamed Ghidorah, and all of his heads never got the chance to grow. Um, what's up, Mechagodzilla? Uh, Toy Story. That'd be funny. Um, by the way, anyone who's just coming in now, if we're done talking about like the actual news and stuff I was talking about, you just have to rewind the stream to find the news. Um, but yeah, so there you go. Godzilla Unleashed, fun ass game. Hope you have a good time with it, man. I haven't played it in a while. Actually, if I ever did a contest, that was one of the things I was considering letting out. Were they at Camazotz? I feel like that could be a fun battle, seeing what Camazotz looks like, but I just don't know exactly what's going to go on with that. Oh yeah, by the way, the YMCA has some whack ass hours now. I was gonna make today the first day I went back to lift and got in good shape again, and I was finally about to do it. I was ready to go. And I got up and I looked at the hours. I didn't check on Monday. Okay, their hours now, they're all different, but I can't even go over the weekend. Sunday they're closed. Saturday they're open till 3. I get off at 2. Unless so if I went like right away and rushed a workout, which I've done before. I mean, I could do that. And then Monday is 6 to 8 a.m. I don't even wake up usually until fucking 1 in the morning or 1 during the day. I ain't gonna be able to do that. What do you expect me to do? Old Wii from your garage? Sick, dude. Mine's, I'm sure you can see it. Mine's right there on the thing. Unleash is actually chilling in it. What's up, Violent? If you want to listen to the news, just rewind the stream. The stream won't be going too much longer, but just wrapping up. Hydra Ghidorah again. It's already happened. Amazon's Rodan would be awesome. Epic. It's $30. I've seen Amazon do like $20 ones. So what would you guys think? Someone brought up a good idea. They compared it to Frieza and Goku from Tournament of Power when they had a temporary team up, and it was like an awesome moment. How would you guys feel if Godzilla and Ghidorah temporarily teamed up in the Monsterverse or something to fight a greater threat? Just temporarily. You know, they hate each other, but they temporarily come together to work together. How would you guys feel about that? I think maybe it could work. Excuse me once again. God. I think it just comes down to execution, though. You're good, Destroyer. We heard Ian Cassidy. He's spreading false news. Yeah, Ian Cassidy is really unreliable. He himself's not unreliable because he's not the source. It's Ted Unseth or whatever. I've reported on him in the past. One of the most unreliable sources that exist, and then Ian just worships him and does everything he said for some reason. I feel like they were meant to be rivals. Yeah, they are definitely rivals, but Frieza and Goku hate each other too, yet they temporarily teamed up. Just temporarily, and the execution was great, and it was a great moment. How win? Do you mean who will win? I'm not. I can't really talk about that on this stream. World Serp. Syrup's not here. He's being a little pansy. Although that we've talked about the new Titans GvK. What are your thoughts on King Dora? He would be cool. I mean, the general. I feel like he'd be more realistic to do. Maybe. I actually don't know. I feel like he could possibly be more realistic to do than. Nah, Mecha G probably works better now that I think about it, because Mecha G's probably been being built for years. If not, he It could be possible that someone made a really good theory that Mecha G was built by the ancient people, and modern day finds him and just upgrades him. So that could work. I mean, yeah, that'd be like a destroy all monsters situation. But Kong Godzilla teaming up, they're not necessarily rivals. I mean, in this film, it's probably gonna be just a misunderstanding. They're fighting. They're both good monsters. Godzilla and Ghidorah, though, are straight up. They hate each other. They want each other to die. I'd love to see Ghidorah versus Destroya. That'd be an interesting fight. If you're talking about the movies we've already seen, Destroya would clap Ghidorah. Like if we're talking about the Heisei incarnations or something. But yeah, I think it could work. Godzilla and Ghidorah teamed up temporarily. I don't mind the GMK Ghidorah. A lot of people hate how he's a good guy. I don't mind that personally. By the way, for anyone wondering, the stream is extremely delayed in case you didn't notice. I think it's like a 30-second delay or something crazy. I don't know why it's that bad, but Mecha Muto. There's fan art of that. What sounds stupid? Mecha Titans? I mean, we're going in that direction. But yeah, no, hey, it doesn't mean they could still, in terms of a movie, they would make it still enjoyable. Ghidorah versus Destroya for the movie. I just think if you did like the Heisei ones fighting, Destroya would eventually easily overpower Ghidorah. But maybe they could have a still enjoyable fight. You know, it'd be fun to see Destroya fight another flying monster. Although Space Godzilla would probably clap him. Don't at me. Why would they team up? I mean, the reason Frieza and Goku teamed up is because their universe was going to be destroyed if they didn't, basically. They were on the brink of their power and stuff, so they temporarily teamed up. So, plus, both of them would benefit. If they won, you know, universe wouldn't be destroyed, and then Frieza would get wished back to life and stuff. Um, Godzilla and Ghidorah could team up if there's like a theory that GvK was going to be something called a world serpent, which is not real. Don't even take it as a leak, like Ted Usif says. But Ghidorah came to Earth to destroy him, apparently, or something. Don't know why. And then Godzilla could see, you know, Godzilla being the smart one. We do know Godzilla in this film, or in the upcoming comic, that's going to be shown to understand and be able to pick which is the greater threat and choose to kill them. So, like, he's going to do that in the comic. He's going to pick between two monsters which to fight and kill. So, I mean, it could be possible he looks at Ghidorah and this, you know, some giant ass crazy monster that's way more powerful and goes, I hate you, but we have to work together to do this. I mean, it could make sense, and it could be an epic moment if they do it right. It's a nice twist to put Godzilla into a villain spot for GMK. Yeah, a lot of people hate that about GMK. I love GMK, and I don't mind he's a good guy one bit. You know, they could do it right. Here's the important part. They were enemies. They weren't working together the whole movie. People just don't seem to like that. Muto Prime. Mecha Muto Prime. That'd be interesting. We almost saw, well, we've seen Mechani Kong. We've almost seen a mecha, or a cyborg Kong before. All hail Anima Mecha Godzilla. Mecha everything. Mecha everything. Eat pizza. See you. Ooh, sounds good. Dude, I promise you, don't believe a single damn thing Ian or that tech guy says. 100%. I promise you. You're going to regret it if you do. I've been a victim of it myself. What? Godzilla had 10 minutes and 30 seconds of screen time. Mothra had about 3 minutes, I think. I mean, her final fight with Rodan alone was only a minute long. The whole fight, just their scenes, was a minute long. Um, and then I could see Rodan maybe being around 4 minutes. Ghidorah probably had more than Godzilla, but I don't know how much. I haven't seen any of your ideas, Tammy. Um, poop, yes. Uh, yeah. Do not trust Ian in them. But no, yeah, I've personally broke the movie down and gotten every single scene that Godzilla's in the movie, and he has exactly about 10 minutes and 30 seconds of screen time. 24. He has about the same amount of screen time as he did in 2014. It's almost no different. Poop. Okay, but don't be spamming poop. Do you guys want me to spam or spam? Do you guys want me to stream Dead by Daylight? What the fuck? Dead by Daylight with Wes tonight? House won't be there, but maybe we can get Syrup to join back in. Upgrades on a better weapon. I mean, they could always change it. There's a lot of stuff they can do. Who's a girl here? Me. Um, yeah, Godzilla. I don't think Godzilla's gonna grow anymore in this movie. I think it's gonna be like the Heisei where he has that one growth spurt, and that's about all he has. 1 hour and 30 minutes screen time. Jesus, dude. Oh my god. Are you trying to kill the CGI department and the marketing and the budget teams and stuff? You're gonna murder them. The only time they could pull off where Godzilla's in a movie for like an hour and 30 minutes is when they use pseudomation. Or if they have like an unlimited budget. Yeah, I have mine on pre order still, James. My burning. Final War. I would rather see them remake Destroy All Monsters over Final Wars. I don't see Godzilla growing. He grew in King of the Monsters. He started the movie as 2014 height and then grew because he got the nuclear power up, just like Heisei. And he grew like 10 meters. So I don't see him growing again unless they do something like that. No, not really. Yeah, he had quite a bit of screen time swimming in uh, 2014, but he also had a ton of screen time just laying down or just standing there or in the background, King of the Monsters, too. He had a few scenes of just like swimming, not moving. When we first see him, he's just swimming. He's kind of trying to intimidate, but he's not really doing much. He fights Ghidorah for very quickly. Then we see him swimming, has a quick fight underwater with him. Then he's laying in a temple for over a minute straight, chooses atomic breath, goes to the battle, and then there's several times where he's just in the background. You never really see him. And then there's like a few minutes where he's just standing there, just doing nothing. I would love a Final Wars NECA or SH both. I can't wait to get the SH one starts burning 2019. Yeah, I saw you said that, Renee. It's not happening though. There's no way. He was kind of the last samurai in 2014 too. Both 2014 King of the Monsters, Godzilla like was kind of their own thing. They had like their own rules. 2014 was more of a Showa film, especially early Showa or Terror, and King of the Monsters was more of a Heisei film. 2014 is more like Showa, focused on the story and the humans and the monsters were background. And then King of the Monsters more like Heisei, humans in the background weren't developed as much, and it focused more on the spectacle and the grand scale of things than the actual like the humans. All right, let's get the last few let's get a couple more questions or discussion in, and then I'm gonna end this stream. Uh, might stream later with West and Syrup maybe if they're down. I have nothing better to do. Uh, I have like nothing to do after this, but if you have any more final discussion points, questions, whatever, hit me up real quick and we can talk about them. Hold on. I'm gonna adjust something real quick. Okay. Let's see what's up. 2020 acts. There's someone who made an act. Did you guys see Matt Frank made a really awesome one? Here, let me show you guys Matt Frank. Let me find Matt Frank's. Let's see. I don't know if he has it on Twitter. I might have to go to his Instagram. Okay, Matt Frank. Instagram. Hit the gram. Hit the gram. Frank. Whoa, what's that? Oh. Hold on. I gotta go again real quick. Give me. All right, I'm back. All right, so there you guys go. That was the Kong artwork by Matt Frank. So I I think I'm about to get off. I keep getting phone calls. I put my phone on vibrate, James. I'm on my MacBook and my phone's hooked up to my MacBook. So that's not my phone that was like that's not the sound of my phone that was ringing, James. That was my MacBook. Because my ringtone on my phone is actually the Godzilla March theme. If you guys ever heard me during my PS4 live streams, but the sound that it plays on here is like the generic do 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 do. So but yeah, I have to go do some stuff. So I think I'm gonna go on ahead and get ready to wrap this stream up. Um, so I guess for now, thank you all for watching. If you missed the news, just go back in time to the start of the stream, and you'll be able to see anything you missed. This will be up on repeat afterwards. So I hope you all had a good day. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you all as always.
Danny and Grammarly are working on her senior thesis. Once she subtracts unnecessary words and adds one necessary citation, it will earn her a degree that will hang right here.
You can't get in shape because you don't have an hour to go do cardio every day. Well, nobody has time for that.